Hastings, Florida is a town divided. Train tracks literally separate the black community from the white. So in this town, being black and poor is being on the wrong side of the tracks. But once a week, the dividing line ceases to exist when all segments of the community come together to provide food for those in need. Malia Gariba helped start the food bank with the help of Second Harvest, which supplies weekly provisions for the community.
And that's what's so interesting about this is a mixed up socioeconomic study right here, because you have poor and not so poor, you have black and white, you have St. Augustine and not St. Augustine, and everybody comes together here for a common cause to get food out to their neighbors.
And those neighbors are from all walks of life, like Elizabeth Jenkins, who has 3 teenage boys.
I'm thankful for these programs, and I hope they continue. I hope people out there will take advantage of it. Thank God for the people who put these programs together.
Or Pat Pito, a senior citizen struggling to make ends meet.
It means whether or not we're going to be able to eat for the next week. If programs like this did not exist for many people my age, we really would have to go hungry.
Hastings was once a thriving farm community that supplied food for Flagler hotels. The haves were the white landowners, and the have-nots were the black farm workers.
There were pretty clear black and white lines all along, but the people who could afford it, the richer white farmers, they sent their children to school up in St. Augustine, so that sort of tore apart the fabric of the community here.
The town has been suffering economically ever since, but when the recession hit, things got even worse. So nowadays, the farm workers, who were considered among the poorest in the community, can be seen serving up food for others, like this woman, who used to be a nurse.
It just lifts my heart to see some of these new volunteers that again, they live on a camp, they've got nothing, but they're here, try this can of, whatever, or try this cheese, or how about some strawberries for your little girl, or, so it's not just a food bank. It's not just about giving away food. It's about so much more.
For this man, a Vietnam vet who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, volunteering at the food bank gives him a sense of purpose.
I came to sign up to get food, and then they didn't have much help, so I just came around and started helping.
Nubs, who lost his fingers in a wood lathe accident, was sent into the tunnels during Vietnam.
When I was in the service, a small guy like me, what they was called? A rat. A rat. You know why? Because I had to go down in them little tunnels and them holes because I was small enough to do that, diffuse stuff and stuff like that. I go see the end while I was down there and stuff like that. Things happen, and it don't get no better as you get older. It get worse because your body get weaker and your mind get weaker too. People don't understand. So you just have to deal with you play the cards that was dealt to you, and that's all I say.
Like Nubs, everyone here has a story. Johnny Joy was given his name by his bosses at the farm he works on. Joy doesn't know his real name or his family, but every week on a Wednesday, he has family here.
It's a very light, friendly, fun atmosphere that try to make you think that you're not in a food bank. That it's respectful and it's dignified, and that's one of my rules, that it has to be peaceful and it has to be respectful and dignified, and everybody gets treated fairly.
Malia says she has seen Hastings change from a town to a community.
And I'm not foolish enough to think that I'm going to change 40, 50 years of cultural history, but everybody that knows me and knows when they come here that for this day, on a Wednesday, we all get along.